If you're a realtor and you're still doing your own follow-ups, let me tell you that you're losing the most valuable thing that you have as a realtor, which is basically time. You're losing a lot of time. That's why in this video, I'm gonna talk about the things that you should delegate to your virtual assistant in order to have success as a realtor and close more deals. The first thing that you should delegate to your virtual assistant, basically the lead responsive follow-up. Because when you're talking to leads, as you know, if you're a salesperson, the most important thing here is not the lead itself, it's the lead follow-up speed. If you're taking an hour to follow up with the lead, you know you're not gonna close it. You know you might lose that deal. But if you have a form, some type of marketing schedule, and they send you their information, right? Or they just send you a message, hey, I'm interested in buying a property. You have a virtual assistant that follow up with the client and then sends the comparable from the MLS, you know that's gonna cause the client to have a quick reaction to your lead, and you might be able to get them to sign an agreement faster. But if you take a lot of time to send them the information, you might lose the client. You know, the most important things in follow-up will always be speed, because you know that following up with leads can cost you thousands. It might seem simple, right? Oh yeah, I just lost that deal because I didn't follow up with the client, but the property that the client was going to buy with the average price of house in America being $300,000, you might probably lost a commission of $4,000 after all the fees. The second thing that you should not be doing at all is updating your CRM. Yes, you should be checking your CRM, because the CRM is where everything happens. It's where you have your leads that you have to follow up. It's where you have the people that you've closed. It's where you have all the data together. Real estate consultant in operations, all of the realtors that I talk to, dude, they never follow up with their CRM. They pay for their CRM. They spend thousands, maybe hundreds of dollars per month, and they don't check their CRM. That's because they really don't have time to do it. So what you should do as a realtor is that you should delegate this to your virtual assistant, so your real estate virtual assistant can check all the things that you have to follow up and can organize your CRM. So at the end of the day or beginning of the day, you just sit there, check the CRM, and see what are the things that you're working on or the leads that you have to follow up with. It might seem simple, and it is, but you probably don't have time, because between showings, between anything else, contracts, negotiations, events, networking, and everything, when you go to your home, you don't want to sit on your computer and check the CRMs. And even if you do, that takes time that you could focus for something else. Just delegate it to your virtual assistant and forget about it. Number 3, I'm not gonna say this is the most important thing that you should delegate, but let's talk about transaction coordination. Why are you still doing the transaction coordination? Look, transaction coordinator is reactive, meaning that it takes a lot of time to do, and also you're in the middle of something, and then your title company or your lender reaches out to you and tell you, hey, I need this from your client, and you're in the middle of posting a listing in the MLS and you are interrupted. So what is it that you should do? You should delegate this to your virtual assistant. And what you should do it, because you might think to yourself, well, Rodman, this is a very, very important thing, very detail oriented. I don't want to delegate this to my virtual assistant. Well, let me tell you that you're wrong there. Yes, you should delegate that to your virtual assistant. And the reason why you should delegate that to your virtual assistant is because it takes time. If your virtual assistant doesn't have experience in real estate, do not delegate, because there might be a catastrophe, right? But what you should do is to slowly train your virtual assistant on how to fill all the contracts and how to talk to the lenders and putting all the paper, all the documentation together. And then once he does that, you just have to go there, because you always have to check what they're doing, correct? Yes. But then you just check it, and you don't spend between 30 minutes or an hour doing that, especially if you have to wait for your lender. You guys know this takes a lot of time. If you have to wait for somebody else and it's something that you cannot finish yourself, delegate this to your virtual assistant, because if you're driving to a showing or you're doing something else that is very critical, just delegate this to your virtual assistant. They reach out to you and they tell you, hey, realtor name, I need help with this. Okay, no worries. Then you just call your virtual assistant and you tell, hey, Maria, just handle this and you'll be okay. You save time and you still get things done. Number 4, thing that should not be doing is marketing. You should not be handling marketing, editing flyers, flyers, posting on social media, responding to comments. This is something that takes a lot of time. This is something that your virtual assistant can also do. Now, a virtual assistant should not be a marketing strategist, because in that case, you're not hiring a virtual assistant. You're getting a marketing coordinator, a social media manager, somebody that is like really focused, not in the admin work, but in the marketing side of your business. What your virtual assistant should be doing is handling all the action, right? Like posting on social media, doing flyers, because maybe you already have templates in Canvas or Photoshop that they can use. Those are the little things that you have to delegate to your virtual assistant as far as marketing that are gonna save you time, because social media seems easy until you're there sitting on your phone for 2 hours posting one reel. So now that we know all of the things that your virtual assistant should be doing and the things that you should not be doing as a realtor, let's talk about the things that you should be doing as realtor. And number one is sales. You should be prospecting people, cold calling, doing email marketing, whatever is it that you do to generate leads, to generate potential buyers. That's what you should be doing. You should not be doing MLS searches. You should not be talking to people through your email. That's virtual assistant work. And you should not be posting on social media. You should be going to showings, showing properties to people. You should be talking to clients. You should be doing follow-ups, and you should be generating leads. If it's not making you money, you should not be doing it. So if you need help hiring a virtual assistant, you can always go to a link in our description and check out our website to see how we can help you. And that's it. Those are the reasons why you should be delegating if you want to make more money as a real estate agent. Now, if you like this video, like and subscribe for more content like this.